It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Action on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it for a big play. Oh, out of space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. The margin for error so small in a conference like this. And in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the timing just a hair off. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Badgers have taken it inside the 20. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
It's complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number
1. The inside handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The sure hand to Sherrill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Now the play fake. Steps away to find some room. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. After the run, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll go right back to it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. They're trailing by 10 to Tulane.
He leaves it with the back.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Samuel. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Samuel. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Badger! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll be third and long. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he He's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over first and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's got room. Tripped up for the tackle.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that 2nd down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Samuel. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
He's tagged at the 23-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Creates a little space. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got enough for the first. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Love the work by the quarterback selling pass. You saw the linebackers just back out of the box. As soon as he handed it off, there was nobody home, and that led to a big gain.
To the air on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Snags a quick pass on the left. Fights off a defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right now.
Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Calls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. The play action fake. Fires to the end zone. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space. Brings into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care